This is the second part of Revelation 9:17. Those who are now like the fountain. Now, when there's a zere followed by a yod in the body of a word, it's shorthand for those who are. All right? The root in one form is kaf, ayin, nun. That's like the those who are now. Okay? And then this would be used as a prefix, like the, and this is the word fountain that they commonly translate as I. But I is a patak with a hirik under the yod. This is the word fountain. And what makes them a fountain is those who are, with the root being ayin nun, answered. Those who are answered by divinity are like a fountain pouring forth in the earth. They're like a fountain of fire. Fire is representative of the zeal of Yehovah. Okay? It's not something for you as a believer drawing near to be afraid of. It is something for you to contain within you. Now, this is the word that they use to translate as, Strong shows it as both violet and blue. And I believe it's the same color blue that they use in the tzitzits. But since this does not have a doggish in it, it means you while mortal. And leaving the root based on keleth. And that is the understanding of completing. And you while mortal completing, but also consuming at the end. The fire is consuming you from the inside. This is the zeal of the Father. And to house in cypress resin, fireproof personified. Now, this is where I differ in translation from how the Jews translate. The kirik combined with the yod and a tav at the end means to basically personify something. Okay? The gopher wood that you're familiar with, it's making things fireproof. It's relating to the cypress tree, of which the resin from it is what makes something fireproof. Where they got sulfur and all this stuff at a later date, you'll have to ask someone else about, because that's not what the understanding is in Hebrew. And when there's no doggish in the gimel at the beginning of a word, it means that it is related to the flesh. Okay? And the heads of the determined horses, like the heads of I am showering. This is a form of the word resh ayin with a feminine suffix. But it is also a form of the word for a female lioness. Okay? So, and the heads of the determined horses are like the heads of the female lionesses I am showering. And out of my second mouth of them, my two-edged of them, Yehovah went out. When you combine a yod with a spirit-led mortal, this is the zere means both of them, they went out, fire. And the fume of incense. Fire is a representative of the Father. The Son, okay, is one of his aspects. And Mother is this incense offering, okay, in her highest self. and the Fireproof personified. So, out of the second mouth went out the Father, the Mother, and the Holy Spirit. There is a lot more depth to these words than what you've been given. You were given the beginning of understanding in Christianity. But the advantage of the Jews is they kept studying the Hebrew words. And so they got to see more of the fullness of them than the translations you were offered. Have a blessed